Chula is like a family, it's like a fashion company, it's a cultural hub, it's a meeting point for people. For us, it's a kind of as well, it's our life, no? It's not just about fashion. I mean, fashion is just an excuse, but in some ways, it's a way to learn more about the country that you are, about your environment, and as well to know more about yourself. I'm Diego Cortizas. I'm a fashion designer living in Vietnam since 2004. Me and my wife, we are Spanish, and we found Chula 10 years ago. Obviously, the reason that we decided to stay in Vietnam is because we fall in love with the country. But it was not a rational decision. It was more like some kind of fate, no, that happened to us. That we came the first time in 2003 just to visit my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law was working here, and then it was the first time that we arrived in Asia. I mean, it was for the first time, the first day, we fall in love with Hanoi, we fall in love with the people, the food, the landscape, and then somewhere we say, okay, we should quit the job in Spain and come here. No, we feel some kind of energy that bring us to Vietnam. No? In some way, for us was like the destiny. No? And both of us, we start to design clothes. I was more focused in the design, and Laura more in the marketing and in the sales. But it was a good combination between a family life and a business partner. I think the first thing, as many things that happen in our life in Chula to Laura and me, was not really a decision to say, okay, let's work with people with disability. It was something that happened. We meet a person who has a disability. She cannot talk and listen. She was deaf, and then we decided to try how was it to work with her. And we really feel the connection with this person, and we start to really work well. And as well, at the same time, when you work with somebody who has a disability, you start to realize that everybody, we have some kind of disability in our life. In some way, you realize that in this case, people who cannot listen, and they develop another kind of communication, no? Visual communication, sign language, and they develop another kind of skill that they are better than the average people. No? In some way, we realize as well that here in Vietnam, when we arrived, we have many disabilities. We don't speak the language like them. Then for us to learn sign language was something natural. No? After some months, we realized that was good for the company, for the atmosphere, for the philosophy of the company, really to give a chance to more people with disability. And then it becomes like a kind of rule to employ people with disability in Chula. But in fact, what we really want is to see that it's not a kind of, it will be difficult if you employ people with disability. I think we would like to break this kind of prejudice in the society. And people with disability, they can make a selling work that, as you can see in the Chula designs, they are very, very good handmade things, very, very special clothes, and are make it for 100% of the team who made the clothes are people with disability. No? Tomorrow is going to be a new edition of Vietnam Fashion Week. Will be the Spring-Summer 2016. For us, always Vietnam Fashion Week is a very special moment of the year. We are going to make a collection about Chung Festival, and probably Carmen, my daughter, will be one of the models at the beginning and at the end of the show.
Well, I feel kind of nervous because I don't really know what to do, but I'm kind of happy to be in my dad's fashion show because it's really like loose style, and since it's Chung too, like you can be really happy with a lot of colors and all that.
After these 11 years in Vietnam, of course Vietnam culture has a lot of influence in Chula style and in not just in Chula style as well in our life, no? For my children, Chula is like a kind of little brother, no? Like always you talk about the three of them, Carmen, Pablo, Yago, and Chula, no? Always is Chula there. Chula started as a family project, no? Because it's Laura and me, the ones who found Chula. Especially when we have the first child, Carmen, is when we really put the name of the company. We really started to have this idea of stay here for a long time in Vietnam. I think it was very important. At the same time that we found the company, at the same time we start to have the children. Our children, they were born in this house. They were their first years of their life was in this house, and then for us, for them, Chula is part of their life. Especially because all the workers, they know them since they were born, and for the workers of Chula, for the team of Chula, they feel our children like a part of their family, no? For us, it's very difficult to separate work and family. Both Laura and me, we enjoy with the company, and at the same time, we are growing as a couple and as a family. At the end of the day, we talk about everything, no? About how the company is going, how we are the same, how are the new designs. For us, it's something natural, and we love what we do. Then it's something natural to talk with the children about, oh, we are making a Chuntu collection, because this collection, I think, is part of the education of the children. For us to represent Vietnam outside is one of the most wonderful experiences in the last years, because Vietnam is a country who has a lot of Vietnamese community overseas. So glad for us when we go there and the Vietnamese community abroad, they appreciate that a foreign come to Vietnam and make a Vietnamese fashion, and they really feel proud, no? That for us this is the best gift, no? When somebody that now is not living in Vietnam and still recognize and has some connection to her country thanks to our fashion. Vietnam is very powerful culture, but as well they are facing a modernity. We would like to combine both things, no? Like it's good that the country is changing and is growing, but at the same time it's good to don't lose the tradition and don't lose in fashion what is make Vietnam more special, no, than other countries. This is, I think, what is interesting for the young generation who is designing now in Vietnam, to don't lose the roots. No? I really insist with all my friends, not just the designers, as well the musicians, the people who make films, the writers. We need to face this contradiction between the modernity that is good for all the countries, but as well don't lose the roots that they make everybody different, no, in the world. No? In some way, the beauty is a kind of contradiction. No? It's always, in some way, the beauty is in the traditions, but as well in the modernity. The beauty is in something that you consider cute, but as well is something that is very strange at the same time. Beauty is like a kind of land, no? That you cannot never enter inside. No? It's like you just can draw the frontier, the border of this land. In some way, the artists are the ones who made the border of this continent that is beauty, no? But it's something that you never can. It's like a kind of trying to make a atlas of the clouds, no? The clouds disappear, and again, the beauty, you need to always try to reinvent what is the beauty, always try to find what is the beauty, no? I think it's, what I tell you, all the artists were trying to define what is the beauty, but it's almost impossible.